Hey everybody, I'm coming to you with a word problem, and this is sometimes referred to as a direct translation word problem. And the import is that you can forget about what the word problem really says once you've converted it to math. So our very first statement right here is two integers have a difference of 5. Okay. Now, notice an integer can be a positive or a negative counting number. For example, -3 is an integer, -4 is an integer, 6 is an integer, but they include negative numbers along with the natural numbers. Now, so what it says right here is we have two integers that have a difference of 5. So you can directly translate that as x minus y is equal to 5. Now this next part says the cube of the larger number is 35 more than the cube of the smaller number. And so that directly translates into x cubed minus y cubed equals 35. So these two statements right here, these two statements literally are this entire first sentence here, or first couple of sentences, okay? So now there's a special result. We need to solve this. It's called the difference of two cubes. I don't know a way to do this unless you work with this formula, x cubed minus y cubed is equal to x minus y times this quantity right here. So let's get busy solving this. Now, x minus y, it's flat out given to us as 5. That's part of the problem statement. You don't really even have to look back necessarily. So notice that we replace x minus y with 5 right here. We're also given that this difference is equal to 35. That's where this 35 comes from. Now, in this very next line, the first thing you'll notice I did is divide by 5. This 5 goes away, and 35 divided by 5 is the 7 that you see right here. But also notice that we had x and y kind of bounded together here. You can rewrite this right here as y is equal, this piece right here, that was an initial condition from our direct translation, can be rewritten like this, y is equal to x minus 5, right? Now that's useful because you see we have two occurrences of y right here, a y right here and a y right there. So you replace this y with x minus 5, and then you replace y squared with x minus 5 quantity squared. Okay, and notice the 7 is there because again the 5, I divided both sides by 5, and the 5 went away on this side. At 35 divided by 5 is 7. All right, now I did skip a little bit of the work right here, but you can sure see where the 3x squared came from. You have an x squared term here. You definitely have an x squared term here, and you certainly have an x squared term when you expand this out. So that's where the 3x squared comes from. Right here you have 5 times -5, which is minus 5x. And then x minus 5 squared gives you minus 10x. So that combines to give you -15. And then finally, well, not quite finally, this 25 that you see right here, right there, comes from when you square this -5 here. -5 squared is 25. And so what we do, we get it in quadratic form by subtracting 7 from both sides, and we get this result that has a common factor of 3. We can divide by 3 and get something that's very easy to factor, namely x minus 2 times x minus 3. So notice here it says determine all solutions, and that's going to be the case right here because we get two solutions. We get x equals 3 from this part right here. X equals 3 would make this equal to 0. And also x equals 2 would make that part equal to 0, right? Now, if x is equal to 3, you can substitute 3 right back here, and you'll get the y is equal to -2. Excuse me. If you substitute 3 right here, you'll get y is equal to -2 right here, right? 3 minus a -2 would be 5. And so 3 and -2 are solutions that are 5 apart if you look back at the original. Now, also, it turns out that 2 and -3, because they're also 5 apart. 2 is the bigger number, and 2 minus -3 is certainly 5. In other words, these two numbers, 3 and -2, and 2 and -3 are both a distance of 5 from each other on the number line. So they're both solutions. Now, this very next line is just a check of that. Let's see, what do we got? Yeah, I checked it right here, folks. 3 cubed minus -2 cubed is the same as 27 plus h, which is 35. And then 2 cubed minus a -3 cubed is 8 plus 27. So you see we do have two solutions because we get that difference of 35 in both cases. All right. Hope you all enjoyed the video.